How's it going, everybody? I'm bringing you another review today on a different pair of XC shoes by New Balance. These are the XC 700 V5s. My fiance has been running in a different style shoe for quite some time, as long as I can remember, really. And we've been working a lot more on our stability, agility work, and sprints. So we're trying to improve our speed and also get that benefit of a sprint workout. And one thing that she kept saying is she didn't feel stable. She didn't feel like she had good traction, and she just didn't feel proper while she was trying to push herself to improve her speed. And so we began to brainstorm, and I told her that she should try something similar to the shoes I run in, which are the XC 900s, version 4. And I have been running in this style of shoe for quite some time, and I figured that this would really help her because it's definitely what made the difference for me. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. So let's begin with the upper. So as you can see, we've got the mesh material up here. Very breathable, always useful. She runs in very thin socks, so that helps her a lot so that her foot's not getting super sweaty in there and slipping around while she's trying to exercise. You've got the pretty standard laces, more of a cloth material instead of a I don't know, maybe like a nylon or something along those lines. But you have one huge difference in the 700s versus the 900s, and that is this thicker ankle support. It runs all the way down to the inner sole and runs up to pretty much where the ankle stops, which is right in here. So it's a very good support, and that's important for this shoe because they're actually the image for these shoes is a beginner cross country, or as I would say, a beginner into minimal drop shoes. These are just like the 900s. They got about 4 or 5 millimeter drop, and these shoes are weighing in at about 5 ounces. This is a size 7. That's what she wears. So about 5 ounces. Got a 4 to 5 millimeter drop. I've spoken to her about the midsole. She says that it does provide good cushion. As most of us sometimes figure out, when you get into the shoe like this, your striking is very important, because without that thick heel that you'll see on something like the Nike React, I mean, you can obviously see it, it's huge compared to something like this. It's very thin, so the striking becomes very prevalent, and you start to focus on it quite a bit because you're looking for that mid-level strike, which ultimately engages your legs as a spring, which ultimately leads to a healthier body, less impact, because we all know running can be hard on your body. So there's nothing wrong with that. It definitely is promoting you to run properly and to support yourself in the best way possible. So that thick ankle support. One other difference here in the 700s versus the 900s for sure is the tongue. It's not that burrito style tongue that kind of tucks and is fully connected over here. It's just a loose tongue. So I mean, it's excellent. She says she hasn't had any rubbing issues, so the material is good. The back of the shoe, she isn't running into much problem there with rubbing either, so very good job on that, and very good support for somebody that's not quite used to running in these style shoes. It's a good way to kind of build your endurance up to this style shoe. Moving on, let's go to the traction. So you have to excuse the dirtiness a little bit. I obviously wanted her to try them before I review, but look at this. Look at the tread on this. So the XC900, they don't have this almost diamond or triangle pattern back. And so when she first got these, I saw this immediately, and it runs all the way to the edge. So I was really impressed with this. I was like, oh man, like that definitely is gonna help with any type of slippery terrain or any type of loose terrain that you may land on in your heel, just by coincidence. So I was really impressed with that. It's got nice grooves on these side grip, the side portion of the tread, and so that's awesome. And then as you move up, you see that these are the spikeless versions. So just like their other their other cross country shoes, they have these pre-manufactured holes, and they just fill them with rubber spikes when you don't get the spike version. So yeah, but this material right here, again, it's like that diamond slash triangle pattern, and it really helps. I mean, this is an excellent shoe. And then again, they finished it off with the front similar to the back, same style of grip. So she's, one major thing that I can say is she absolutely loves the traction on these shoes compared to the ones she's always running. I mean, she's running Nikes. She really likes Asics as well, but still, I mean, she said that the traction on these is uncomparable so far from what she's ran in before. So there is that. Now, like I said, it's about 5 ounces for the 7, so that's going to vary depending on what size you get. But I will say I work with her on this training. I help her to improve her speed, and I'm trying to show her forms that help to create that balance as you're exerting that extra energy to try to push yourself to your maximum speed, therefore improving it. And I can tell a huge difference. In the other shoes, it just seemed like she was a little off balance, so therefore she wasn't able to push it as well. But in these, she obviously had to kind of get accustomed because she started to get a very good workout in her legs. It's just kind of the nature of this shoe. With that minimum drop, it's more of a natural running style. And if you think about it, those thicker shoes aren't going to be quite as flexible, so you're not going to engage your calf quite as much as you would with a low drop like this one. So in the beginning, she definitely got a good workout. We did shorter distance. We did, a smaller amount of sprints or repetitions, if you will. And so that's good. But now, as she's ran in them for about a month, she's up to par. She's definitely used to them, definitely able to push herself, definitely able to do mid-distance runs. Yeah, I mean, it's just been a great experience. A lot of people don't necessarily look at New Balance because of all those, dad shoes and stuff like that. But these are very much not to be underestimated because they're great shoes. They're holding up extremely well. No damage really on the bottom. You can see a little bit of wear and tear on the softer foam material here, which is to be expected. But as for the rest, it's holding up great. No rips, no nothing. So it's really holding up for her. So overall, if you're looking for a beginner style shoe like this, you're looking to run on different terrains like we like to do, then you are in good shape if you're going to purchase these. Like I said, it's going to promote that natural running style and that mid-foot strike versus landing on your heel, which ultimately is going to help you anyways. So it's a wonderful shoe. She's very, very happy with it. The fit is great. The breathability is great. The midsole reacts and transfers that energy properly. The traction is fantastic. She has wonderful grip. And so that is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the review. I hope this helps you out. I know there's not a lot of reviews on these shoes, so let's hope that this will help you make your final decision. Later.